Yeah, I know it actually did take that long before this next video. But first of all, I want to tell you guys that this was expensive. Like, the figure itself didn't cost a lot, but I paid like $120 or something in import customs. So, yeah, that was great. But honestly, this one is like too good to be true. And yeah, like some people will be like, oh my god, how can that be? You know, all of that. Because if it is too good to be true, it's usually not true. And I also thought that. I actually thought this could never happen. But I have my favorite character from Tales of Zestiria, Mikleo. So this is actually a figure that came out with the anime Tales of Zestiria the X. Yeah. So it's not like the actual game itself, but you know, it is the game, so who cares? And I mean, Tales of Zestiria came out 8 years ago. From what I've heard, it did become a huge thing. And I managed to get it. Guys, it's okay if you find me cringe, it's okay. I understand. But yeah, oh yes. This is a dream come true. So this one I actually ordered from Solaris Japan. And first of all, I thought it was a bit shady. You know, they had everything. You know, they even had an action figure from Tales of Celia 2. Which is only for the PS3. Yes, I just had it lying here. Which came out in 2012. They have the main character. So I thought it was shady, you know, like how can they have these impossible figures? But I actually looked up on anime figure subreddit. Which I do recommend that if you're unsure about something, then you can look at that. And they actually like had it as one of the websites that are legit. So obviously, I was like, oh my god. So it accidentally paused, but yeah, I was like, oh my god, yes, you know. Because when you think you can never have your favorite character, and all of a sudden this magical, expensive thing shows up and offers you everything you could ever dreamed of. Wait, so it's... No? What? Okay, this is weird. It's just like a plate. There's only one thing you can put down. Okay. But yeah, it felt like this magical thing, you know, like, oh my god. They have Yeah, I'm just staring at it. I'm sorry, guys, but they have these characters, these action figures that should be nowhere to be found except like used quality. At least it wasn't Mikleo himself. Oh god, where did it go? There it go. Okay. But yeah, you know. I actually bought this in new. Like, it was new, according to them. And, you know, I'm like, have they had it since it was released and just waited for someone to buy it? So I guess there is like nothing to this, so just... Okay. But yeah, like, do they have that they buy every single, like, character action figure that comes out and then just hopes for the best? Is that what they're doing, or... Oh, yes. Because obviously I don't see how they could have a new action figure of something that has probably been dead to the anime community for at least 5 years. You know? I'm just trying to like fix this, but it's a bit tough. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So that's like what I would want to know, like how... Is it like not actually a new one and they call it a new one, or do they actually buy these things when they come out and then just have it so people can buy them? That's like what I'm wondering. But also one thing I want to talk about with like update is that I actually finally finished the game. Yeah, excuse me, I'm busy. But I did finish the game. And I cried so much. It was... Oh. Like, I cannot describe the emotions I felt during the end of it. Yeah, this is how it's supposed to look. I am... It's not really like stuck, you know, as you can see. It's not one of those where they have fixed specific holes for you to put the character down and stuff. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, I finished the game and... I mean, it could be partly because, as I've said in my Sora video, which I will link in the end of this video, that that I've been playing on and off for quite a few years now. Like 7 years. And after all this time, I only just finished it. It was amazing. It was heartwarming. It was everything I could have ever wanted. But now, I have Mikleo. Like, I will feel so bad for this, but you know, Inosuke gotta move from the favorite shelf. There is no space for him anymore. So yeah, this was quite short, quite basic. I don't think any of you guys actually enjoyed watching this. But if you want retro action figures, I do recommend looking at Solaris Japan. Because obviously, as said, I thought it was I thought it was a scam. I thought they would just take my money and not give me the stuff or whatever. But here I am. And except for it being super expensive, which I think you kinda have to accept, you know, like, especially with like Mikleo, that you can't find this figure anywhere else. I have looked in so many places, and at least a new what is it called? Well, you can't find it as a new figure. Maybe you can find it as used, but they said this was new. It does look new. It only has my fingerprints on it, and honestly at this point I don't care. I paid a lot of money, but I have lived my dream, and I shall go and enjoy my dream now. So, peace.